Welcome to Stories in the Cemetery. I'm Nicholas McGurr, author of paranormal fiction and owner of Stories in the Cemetery, an interactive ghost hunting experience in downtown Charleston, South Carolina.
Hey y'all, I'm Amy Smart, a paranormal investigator for the South Carolina Paranormal Research and Investigation Team.
Together, we're bringing you real paranormal investigations and methods used during these investigations.
We'll cover topics like spirit boxes, different types of cameras, EVPs, and we'll also cover what you can expect from different types of locations.
These methods and tools talked about here on the podcast have been tested at various locations that Amy and I have investigated, and we look forward to sharing them with you.
To learn more about our investigations, make sure to follow the blog post for each episode at storiesinthecemetery.com and see the results of these investigations for yourself.
Let's get into today's Story in the Cemetery. So, hello everybody. This is just going to be a very, hopefully quick announcement with a few things that are happening with Stories in the Cemetery. I know it's been a long time since I've had an episode out, and if you listen to the last couple of episodes, you may have been getting used to having Amy on the show. However, we've kind of put things on hold, and the reason for the delay was Amy's had some family issues that she's been dealing with, and I was hoping she would have been able to come back in a timely manner. But obviously things have not been going super great for Amy, and of course our thoughts and everything like that goes out to Amy. So if she's going to listen to this, she already knows we've been thinking about her because we've been staying in touch. But thought I would just kind of give you guys a few updates on what Stories in the Cemetery has actually been up to. First and foremost, we actually have an address now. So we have a workspace and very cool podcasting room that's involved with that. So we are hoping to get back on track with some of the studies that we've been doing and sharing them with you, some new locations. And that's going to be kind of a combo mix. I'll explain a lot here in just a moment, but there's going to be a lot that's going on with staying up to date with the podcast and making sure we are still entertaining you with some of the activity we've been finding. With that new address, what we'd like to do is, because we're going to be in downtown Charleston working on the data from our interactive ghost hunting experience, the tours that we provide in downtown Charleston. What we'd like to do after we're done with the data from our guests for the night is we would like to go live on YouTube with some of the cameras that we actually use on the tours. We do have a new SLS camera now. That would be super cool to go live with some of the haunted locations around town and show you some of the spots. We also use an infrared camera and, of course, the thermal. And, of course, I'll always bring an extra piece of equipment or two as I'm walking around downtown Charleston. And what's so cool about this is I'm going to be done and out walking the streets of Charleston at 2:30 to probably 4 o'clock in the morning. So we'll be there during our well-known 3 o'clock witching hours, so to speak, to be out ghost hunting and showing you guys what we're finding. If anything, we'll learn some history along the way with some of the spaces that we'll choose. But in order for us to do that and go live on YouTube, we need subscribers, which is where you come in. We haven't fully figured out how to separate our database of interactive ghost hunting experience videos from all of those cameras that I just mentioned, but we would like to be able to provide those YouTube live through the cameras that we're using, and that way you only get notifications for when we're live in that fashion instead of you getting every single video from every single tour that we do. We will hash it out. We are, the tech experts, and we will get those right notifications to you. But again, we need those subscribers. So if you go to YouTube and just go to Stories in the Cemetery, it's very simple. It's spelled all one word with an @ in front of it. You'll find our channel. Hit that subscribe button. We only need 50 subscribers, and we're already up to about 26 or 27 at this point. So we're not too far off the mark. We're very excited about that. And I say we, like it's me, guys. You know I'm a one-man show. I'm just so used to calling Stories in the Cemetery as a multiple entity or multiple employee workplace. It's not. It's me. Of course, there's April helping me out with some of the graphics and the cool stuff that we're doing. But I'm pretty much a one-man show, guys. You guys get it. So a couple of things, since I've already mentioned the interactive ghost hunting experiences, I wanted to let you know, like, of course, we're bringing all of these extra tools and all of this fun stuff for you guys to check out for yourselves and learn about how to use them. We've also lengthened the time of the tour, so it's gone from a 90 minutes to a 2 to 2.5 hour paranormal investigation. It's been a lot of fun. Time flies when you're investigating, even though they might be the same spaces, over and over again. For me, it's still fun because you guys make it fun. But one thing we did want to mention, there I go again. You guys got to stop me from doing that. One of the things I wanted to mention was at the end of the interactive ghost hunting experiences, we have been doing the Estes method. It is a brand new location for this year. We've investigated it enough to know that it is definitely haunted. And with the Estes method, we've had a lot of fun with this. We do provide the disposable blindfolds and noise-canceling headphones. So that way you are able to, check out how to go through the Estes method in an actual haunted location. I will tell you, with this particular method, it's a 50-50 shot. It can be a roll of the dice, but I will tell you that the Estes methods that we've already done and that have been successful under our account, they have been very successful. So again, you can believe the hype of the things that you're seeing on your TV shows and your famous YouTubers that you all watch. We're here to actually prove that they're working, and you're the ones that are proving it. Not to mention, it's not just the sensory deprivation. We do not let the person going under the Estes method know the history of the location. We've done double blinds as well, just depending on the size of the group and the capability of a ghost hunter being able to listen to a spirit box, because of course that takes a little bit of time and training to get used to. But that's also the reason why we've lengthened the tour. So, been lots of fun. Come check out the Estes method if you're ever in Charleston, or if you're already here, just go to storiesinthecemetery.com. You guys already know the drill on how to get tickets. But last but not least, one of the things that I've been working on for the past year has been rating every single investigation that I've been on through the tours and making sure that we have had successful nights. Now, when I say rating them, we have created a rating system to see how active tours have been versus other tours. So, you guys know, if you've already been on this, you guys know I hate using the word tour. It's definitely an experience. I'm just going to call them investigations. We have literally rated every single investigation using our new SITC scoring system. The cool thing about this SITC scoring system is that I created a workbook for other paranormal teams to use, which also goes into great detail on how to apply the SITC scoring system to their own investigations to see how active it was. So how cool is this, guys? You may have caught an EVP before on your investigations. You may have caught an orb in a photograph, but you've never had any tangible, measurable results to show how active your space was and how active your investigative research was. So what cooler way than to actually have a rating system and actually see the results for yourself, not to mention put it against your other investigations to see which one was more active. We're all going to be using the same SITC scoring system sooner or later, because I'm going to continue pushing on this and tweaking it to fit our needs as we and I say our, and that's us as paranormal investigators. So if you're an investigator, you're part of that we. But as we continue to tweak this, I think we've got it pretty down pat as to how it can work in pretty much any location with any toolkit. We're very excited about having this book out. You can check that out by going to Amazon. Of course, I'll have a link in the show notes. But if you just go to Amazon, because I know you're probably on your phone, right now. Just type in Paranormal Investigation Workbook, and you'll see a green cover that says 2023 edition, introducing the SITC scoring system. If you're wondering where that SITC scoring system name came from, it's SITC, Stories in a Cemetery. Anyway, guys, just thought I'd throw a little joke out there for you. Thank you so much for continuing to follow the podcast. I am going to do my very best to continue with some more great episodes and some of the studies that I've been working on. One of the next things for sure that it's already in the wheels, in motion, is to study moonology and K-index effects on our paranormal investigations, because that is one more thing that I've been tracking, and I've got the data to show whether moon phases actually affect paranormal activity. So again, we can either prove or debunk some of these things, but you're going to have to keep following Stories in a Cemetery's podcast to be able to get to that episode. Do I have a time frame for that? I don't, I'll be honest, but I'm going to actually push for the next 2 to 3 weeks now that we're actually into our workspace to get that piece together for you, because it is a lot of data. Going over the past year's worth of investigations to look at moon phases and the rating system to see which one's actually going to be more effective. Anyway, guys, if you've been on the interactive ghost hunting experiences, and that's, of course, how you discovered this podcast, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have continued to help make Stories in a Cemetery a huge success by showing people how to use our equipment. So I will talk to you guys really soon. Promise.